What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Papa Duck, and I'm here to answer a few questions. Right? I always get people that always question my religion on what I believe in. And, let me break this shit down, bro. Okay, and this is simple because I keep everything simple. First of all, you see people arguing about texts and scriptures and the Bible, this and the Quran, the this and the that. Right? You get what I'm saying? Abraham, then you got Abraham, and then you got this. Let me tell you something. One thing that you cannot deny. I don't care what scripture you read, what you go by, what you believe, don't believe. The one thing you cannot get away from is how you feel. Your vibration. How do you feel being a black man? How do you feel being a Jew? How do you feel being a white person? How do you feel living in America? These are things, these are like the results of all this shit. And this is the problem I have with people in general, because people take things and make it so complex when it's simple. Nigga, you know black folks are at the bottom of the totem pole. Why is that an argument? We all know that black folks get nothing. We didn't get no reparation. We didn't get, they promised 40 acres and a mule. Bitch, we ain't get an acre and a dog. Why is this an open discussion? This is why I would never go back and forth with a motherfucker who claimed to be knowledgeable. You're not gonna play them games with me. I don't give a fuck what you believe in, nigga. I look at for what things are. We are at the bottom of the totem pole. We have nothing. We always relying on other people's to do for us. And people don't think that you do, but we do. We don't have our own factories. We don't have our own shoe companies, clothing companies. We don't have nothing as black folks. And not just speaking as black folks, just people in general. People participate in things they know ain't right. Like I said yesterday, people vote knowing that shit ain't gonna change nothing. White folks might get mad. They keep hearing black folks talk about this genocide or the way we've been oppressed. But you got to understand, like, what do you expect? If you're another group or another race and you get offended by what black folks may say, then that means that you're okay with living the way you living, and you're okay with us being sawed at as the way we're being sawed at, and we can't speak on it. This is basically what happened with this Kanye West shit. He spoke, and these motherfuckers got their panties in a bunch when we all know this is the truth. Why the fuck people run from the truth? See, they put all the religion and they put all of this and that. They do all this shit to scramble the signal, but it all revolts to how do you feel? How do you feel? A lot of people can't express in words how they feel, and that's another signal scramble. A lot of these words was put out and put forth to scramble your signal. So a lot of times you hear people speak, you don't even know what the words they saying mean. And that's by design. It's called double speaking. Look it up. All politicians have to learn this shit. Not only that, I'm just the type of person, you're not going to play with my intelligence. You're not going to sit and tell me that you've been living in America all these years and you don't see no type of racism, or you don't see the equality, right? Or the dividance of people, like all these simple problems we have on a day-to-day basis. You mean tell me you can't see these problems? You got me fucked up. I would not have a conversation with you because I see that you're about to cover up something that a fucking 5-year-old can see. And this is why I don't get caught up in these conversations, because I know how I feel. And how I feel, I know something's wrong. And that's all I need to know. It's just like a gazelle. You don't have to tell a gazelle not to go hang out with the lions. They can feel it. They're not stupid. It's a vibration. It's a vibe. So when you hear people having these extended conversations, it's simple, right? It's simple. We all know that in the justice system, this shit is fucked up. We know this. You know, we know that the school system is fucked up. We know our food is fucked up. We know everything around us is a gimmick. Insurance, everything, the banking, money, everything is a gimmick. We know this. But yet we would sit and try to have these conversations on some, man, come on, man. Don't play with me, man. Like they say, don't play with me, play with your mammy. And I mean that, because when you insult my intelligence, cuz I'm ready to take it though. You understand me? And that's just something I'm gonna stand on. But like I'm telling y'all, it is simple. How do you feel? You may not know the text, you may not know the verbiage, you may not have the knowledge, but you have the feeling, nigga. How does all this make you feel? So when you hear people speak on this anti-Semitic shit, I don't even see why they came up with the word anti-Semitic. That alone should let you know that just off that verbiage or that term that's referred to what it's referred to, if you don't know the meaning, if you know, go look it up. Just that alone should let you know that that shit don't even, it doesn't, if that's the case, then we should definitely have a term for us. And it shouldn't be oppression, because oppression falls under a broad array of people. But anti-Semitic is, I guess, supposedly directly for Jews. If that's the case, then we should have some directly for us, because at the end of the day, no one gets it worse than us. It's so bad that when you condition people not only to believe something, but to see something, they really think that's how life's supposed to be. You got black people right now that's afraid of leadership, because they feel as though we don't supposed to have leadership. Never did have it. Why should we have it now? We don't know the feeling of control. We don't know the feeling of coming together. This is why they constantly use music. Remember, the devil was a musician. They use music to influence the young. And y'all see what type of music they pushing. They pushing killer music. And again, you may say, and I'm going to keep saying it until y'all get it, oh, that's y'all doing that type of music. That's black folks doing that kind of music. But again, us as black folks, as a community, we have nothing to give these jitterbugs. Not a damn thing. When you come into this world, you don't have nothing. You're not like a lot of these motherfuckers. When they come into this world, they parents got money. They parents got money. They have resources to start with. Black folks, a majority of us, not all of us, we don't have nothing. Because we don't know how to get along. We continuously tear each other down. And these things are also amplified with the help of the music they push on us. You got to remember, your mind and your brain is just an antenna. It feeds off what it sees and hears. And if they surround us with this type of activity, what do you think gonna happen, bro? We're gonna be more led to not work together, or saw that as not to be trusted. But when them the motherfuckers that don't need to be trusted, I tell y'all all the time, what's more dangerous? I'm gonna do a whole motherfucking video about this. What's more dangerous, a gun or paperwork? Thought so. And you have to understand, bro, until we, first of all, understand why it's important for us to stick together, until we understand why it's important for us to support each other, why it's important for us to have our own, we will never, ever defeat this shit. These people literally have systems, and it's religiously systems, right? I told y'all, whoever invented the construct of religion, they knew what they was doing. They say when a Jewish person died, they make her. First question they ask them is, how was your business skills? Their business is religion. And this is why one of the main reasons they're so thorough in business, because they align business and religion together. We are given hope. I don't give a fuck what a bitch do to us. I don't care what nobody say to us. All we supposed to do is turn the other cheek. God gonna fix it. But y'all don't even want me to get on that topic. Because again, regardless of what you've been told, what you've heard, how do you feel? How do you feel? You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is psychologically. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to let y'all go. When it comes to religion. If you believe I got a green leprechaun in the bathroom to the point where you worship it, you never saw it, there's no evidence it ever existed, no graves, you just were told that that's what it was, and you believe it. in the psychology world, in the mental health world, if you do that, that means you are mentally ill. Think about what I just said. You're mentally ill. And you're dealing with people who have literally stolen your whole culture, gave you religion, and the thing about it is this. How is it that we can continue to live the way we live on earth on some God gonna come and save us or just turn the other cheek? What about God gave us common sense to think for ourselves? What about that? What about God gave you common sense to see that the enemy that you're going against, them bitch got legs like you got, arms like you got, they just outsmarting you. They use strategy. That's what strategic means. It's strategy. It's the prefix of strategic is strategy. Right? Now, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is this. Y'all just got food. And these motherfuckers done built an environment around not only your body, but your mind, to where the shit that they told you correlates with how you think. And they have to create a matrix for this to work. So they have to put you in a world or put you in a box where lawyers or can thrive or have a meaning or have a purpose, when we know all lawyers ain't shit. Judges, this whole judicial system, the jails, everything that they created, they had to put us in a space in order for this shit to correlate. Because in the jungle, where we supposed to live off the land, none of this shit exists. You don't need a lawyer in the jungle. God color coordinated fruits and trees so that you can know what they mean. But when you take a man or a group of people and you educate them and you tell them what you want them to know and you place them in an environment, right, that they are subject to these things, seems to make sense. They are creating your reality. And this is why you're going to be at the bottom of the totem pole. And when you rise up like Kanye did and spoke against the very people that has a lot to do with why we live the way we live, they got their panties in a bunch. But what do you expect? You expect for a group of people to be oppressed all their life and don't say nothing. This is when a man puts himself above you. And you as a man or a person, if you don't figure that out, that's on you. Because again, how do you feel? Fuck what they saying. How do you feel? Why do you feel the way you feel? Why do you feel like you've been taken advantage of? Why do you feel you ain't getting your just due? Why do you feel like you're being lied to? Why do you feel you're less than them? Why, when you come around them or speak against them or say something against them, you feel the way you feel? Because this is what it's all about. So you don't have to get tangled up in all the hearsay, that the Bible scriptures and this person, that. How do you feel? Okay. And as black folks, yes, we've gotten the worst. So a lot of this shit I don't expect for other people to understand. I expect them to understand, but I don't expect them to feel what we feel. To see that Jesus was told to us as a white man, and we can walk outside and see white people. The correlation to that alone is trauma, okay? So at the end of the day, how do you feel? That's all that matters. Fuck what they saying. And I'm telling y'all now, if we don't get it together, and thank God for Kanye for putting light on this situation, if we don't get it together, I mean soon, we as a people are going to be obsolete. And it's going to have to be a war. Trust and believe. It's your boy Papa Duck, man. I stand on what I say. And like I say, man, in order for your ass to be found, your ass must first be lost. I'm out.